Alright, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Bringing you guys a brand new video. Today we're gonna get a little deep as well. I know I always say that, but it's the truth. So let's get right into it. Today we're gonna be talking about the two different types of Christians. So yeah, let's go. First type, guys. This is something that I hope doesn't resonate with a lot of you guys, but if it does, then we're here obviously to make change and better ourselves. So let's just listen here real quick, guys. So the first type of Christians that I'm talking about are the people who go to church on Sunday, they pray, they sing, right, for an hour, hour and a half, and then they go about the rest of their week sinning. They go about the rest of their week acting not in accordance with what is taught in the churches, what is taught in the Bible. They're being hypocritical, right? They're living for the nightlife of the Friday night, Saturday night. They're not taking pride in their purpose and in their work throughout the week and are just living for the weekend. They're sinning. They're not acting in accordance with His word. Guys, it's extremely important. We can't be hypocritical. We can't praise God and then disobey Him. The first thing that you guys will learn when you're starting to read the Bible and you're starting to get closer to God is feeling convicted. And feeling convicted in the sense that you feel genuinely guilty when you're sinning or when you're not acting in accordance with His plan, His commandments, right? The commandments obviously are the kind of basic instructions. The Bible is basic instruction, right? A lot of people give it that acronym, basic instruction before leaving earth, Bible, right? I think that's pretty creative. It's obviously not what it stands for, but I mean, it kind of is, to be honest. So it's really important to not be hypocritical, to not live for this nightlife. God doesn't want you to live for that. He wants you to live for the week. He'd rather you take pride in your work, in your purpose, in prioritizing your relationships, God's obedience, and reading the word and gaining the fruits of the Spirit as a result of it. God, like, if we're just going to church, if we're just praying, like, that doesn't really do much, guys. You have to, yes, pray and respect God, but you have to act in accordance with it. We can't be hypocritical. We can't be living in the world and for God. You can't do both, right? It says in John 3:30, right? That's for later. John 2:15. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. All right, guys. So there's this big contradiction here. We can't be doing both. We can't be chasing after the materialistic possessions. We can't be, lusting. We can't be looking forward to sin. That's what we gotta depart from. And speaking of departing, if you're living this sort of lifestyle, there's a chance that Jesus at the end of the day says, "Depart from me, for I never knew you." That's the scariest line in the Bible, in my opinion, guys. I don't want that to be said to me. I don't want that to be said to any of you guys. So we gotta really stand up and really, guys, this is a narrow path we're following. Not everyone's gonna understand. Not everyone's gonna appreciate it. So as those few, we gotta kind of take that responsibility on our shoulders, spread the word, and glorify God through our works. One of my favorite role models as a kid, and even growing up now, was Steph Curry. Like, obviously the greatest shooter on the planet, one of the best basketball players of all time. And on all of his shoes before the games, he writes Philippians 4:13, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And he always talks about how everything he's been given, all of his talents, is to glorify God. Okay, so guys, when I mean glorify God and things of this nature, it's not necessarily you have to kind of preach and things like that, but be humble, be graceful, be kind, be forgiving. Really enact the fruits of the Spirit in your work, and that glorifies Him in and of itself. So understand that, guys. Just being a good person glorifies God as well. And when you're reading the Bible, when you're getting closer to God, and you're really reading and now incorporating the word, those fruits will be given to you, and they will show. Other people will notice it, believe me, guys. So really understand that, guys. The closer we get to God, it says in John 3:30, now we're getting to it, right? Christ must increase and you will decrease. For you to cleanse yourself when you're reading the word and incorporating wisdom, what's going to happen? us as humans, we're imperfect. So we are going to decrease and God is going to increase. Why? Because he's perfect. So we're gaining more perfection and less imperfection. I put that in quotations because we're never really going to be perfect. But we should definitely strive towards it. So guys, don't have this fake misconception that Jesus was this like long-haired hippie who was all forgiving. He kind of ensures that all you guys are saved. Like, you guys are, if you're truly on this walk, if you're truly following that narrow gate. But don't think that you can sin constantly, not feel convicted, not repent. Guys, not feeling convicted is super important. If you're sinning and you're just fine with it, that's really scary. You guys should be feeling convicted, because if you're not, I recommend you guys really start to take this walk seriously. Not feeling convicted when you do something bad, when you're not obeying his commandments, that's really scary, and you guys are definitely going down the wrong path if you're feeling that. So that's something that I would prioritize if you guys are feeling it. But if you are, don't worry, there's time to correct ourselves. There's time to be more wise, be more intelligent, time to stray off the wide path and enter the narrow path. Okay guys, right? Jesus says in Matthew 10:34, do not think that I have come to bring peace, but I've come to bring a sword. Right? He's gonna divide. I think it's like brother against father, or father against son, and mother against daughter, things of that nature. He's here to separate the wheats and the tares. He's here to separate who's really on this walk and who isn't. This is serious stuff, guys. This is no joke, honestly. So I really think it's important to say stuff like this, because I don't really see too many creators on YouTube preaching this with this level of seriousness. Obviously there are, and there's some great ones, but compared to other areas of YouTube, I don't really see this too often. So I think it's super important to take this initiative and spread the word, guys. Okay, so I hope you guys are feeling convicted when you're sinning. I hope you guys are really starting to take this walk seriously, take your purpose seriously. A few videos ago I talked about God's plan for you guys and how he plans to prosper you, so long as we put our head down, we do the work, we're remaining sober and vigilant, we are focusing on God, we are focusing on bettering ourselves every single day. And you know, that's in all realms of life, right? Obviously spiritually I'm talking about today, but as well mentally, physically as well. I talked about going to the gym a little bit, guys, as well, and how that kind of sets the tone for the rest of my day. So really try and focus on elevating in all aspects of your life. But we have to understand that all the blessings that are given are really through God, right? They come from God in the right timing, in the right season of your life. Guys, winter is coming. You know, I'm not talking about Game of Thrones, but winter is coming, that winter arc that everyone talks about. You have less kind of social interaction, you're more isolated again, and that's really the time to put in the most work. I mean, I live in Canada, so that's why I say that. If you guys are somewhere hot, I guess you guys are a little bit more lucky, but you know, winter is coming, so it's time to put your head down, put in the work in silence, and continue to grow in the faith, guys, right? It says in the Bible as well to go pray to your Father in secret so he can reward you openly. Okay, so guys, if you haven't been too serious with the walk, if you guys haven't been locked in, now's the time to start. Now's the time to get on the grind, time to better yourself, for not only yourself, but for others as well, and for God, to glorify God through all your works. Okay, so guys, maybe just go tonight, say a little prayer to God, say, hey, listen, you know, I'm sorry I haven't been so great. I'm sorry I haven't been as close to you, but I'd like to get closer to you. Please help me to start to read the Bible, start to gain wisdom, start to incorporate your words and your commandments into my life to better myself and to help me down the narrow path, guys. The narrow path is not easy. You're gonna get attacked. You're gonna see the world now through a biblical lens and see the truth. And so I guess we'll speak about that more in later videos, but you kind of really see the deception going on in the world and the false narratives that are being pushed. I'll get into that in some later videos, but yeah, guys, go pray to him in secret so he can reward you openly. And just understand, guys, yeah, that this walk is not easy. But yeah, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, I'd rather be judged by the world and love God than love the world and be judged by God. So take this message, guys. I hope this kind of inspires you. I hope this kind of motivates you guys to continue on your walk, to continue to strive through the difficult times, and just keep your head up and keep moving forward. So that's today's message, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I really appreciate all the kind words, all the comments lately, and they kind of encourage me to keep going as well. So thank you guys very much. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. All love, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.